What is good, Vibe Gang, Shakey Vibe Podcast? Shakey Shakes, you look different.
Yeah, I look different, and my angle's different, and everything's different. I feel uncomfortable, and I look uncomfortable. So let's just get that out in the open right now. I'm sitting in a blackout. It's hot as fucking hot here, and I'm uncomfortable. Thanks for pointing that out, Ray. I appreciate you.
I just want everybody to know what you look like right now. I mean, you look very handsome right now. I like the white wall in the back.
That's what real friends do. Real friends point out other people's bullshit situations and make it public on YouTube. So for that, family, I appreciate you. I appreciate you.
Shakes, you sound hurt, buddy.
It's okay. I got something for you. It's like right here. I got something for you.
So how was your week?
Week was dope, man. Like I think I spoke to you like 3 days this week, so you pretty much know how my week was.
Well, they don't know. I'm about done with your shit.
It was good. It was good. It is what it is. How was your week? How's the haters going?
Oh, they're doing very well. They're doing very well. They're amping my channel up, so I appreciate that.
All it means is you're doing something right.
That's all it means. That's what our guest just told us in the backstage. She was absolutely right.
We got something special for y'all today, fam.
Very special. Very special. Now, you guys understand something. Usually, everybody that's on live, why did you just leave? He left. Anyway, usually when I'm on live and we're on the Shakey Vibe Podcast, we usually have somebody that me and Shakespeare both messed with because they're absolutely fire. Absolutely. Shakes, welcome back.
Yeah, I don't know what I'm doing here clearly, so I'm just going to say, hey.
Touch buttons.
Don't do it, Shakes. Look what you did, you little jerk. What's up, everybody in the chat? I see you, Jacob. I see you, Stacy. What's poppin'?
Hey, baby. My wife is always on here, man. She's always showing love.
I thought you were saying that to me. I'm like, I ain't your baby.
I'm not calling you that. Are you ready for this intro?
Let's go.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Canadian bombshell. This girl raps better than most of you guys in the chat right now.
Facts. Sorry. Truth is truth.
And the crazy part is that she just started not that long ago. But you can already tell the momentum is there. You can tell the skill is there. Ladies and gentlemen, me and Shakes are happy to introduce Señorita AMICCELLA. What is good, young lady?
That was an overwhelming introduction. Thank you.
I try my best.
I
do it for a living.
Good at it. Sure.
It's true, though. You do.
Thank you. How are you guys doing?
We're doing great.
We're good. We're good.
We can complain.
So I got to start. No, I got to start off. Hey, listen. Hey. Okay, ladies first. You go first, right? Ladies first.
I was just going to say, how are the people in the chat doing today? Let me know. Okay, back to you.
They look throwing flames and fires and look like everybody having fun right now. And that's the whole point of this. So, what got you into this? Because for you to be starting, like legitimately starting just a year ago?
Wow.
Yeah.
And to hear your progression, it's just there's a lot of people I hear when you rap, but I want you to tell me to make sure that I'm correct.
Okay, I'm curious who you're thinking, but so basically, long story short, I have an older brother. So I grew up, he's 12 years older than me. So when I was just a wee little AMICCELLA, I was listening to some Tupac, Snoop Dogg, probably the first people I ever heard, and basically grew my love of rap from there. always knew I wanted to be in the music industry. I never thought that I could, which is why it took me so long. But there was a lot going on behind the scenes before I released my first song in 2021. So it was a journey, but it took a lot for me to get there. So you can thank
Okay,
me
but
for that.
before you released your first song,
Hold on, Shakes. Hold on.
had you
I
been writing, freestyling, or anything leading up to that?
Yes, for sure. I used to have this private Instagram account called Bedroom Freestyles, where I would just sit in my bedroom and rap over beats. And then decided to go public with it one day, which is what happened in 2021, December
that is
2021.
so I did get one right.
Who?
I did have Pac.
Okay, okay.
I got one right. So I know what I'm talking about, Federico. There is. I want to play a song because the people in the chat, they probably haven't heard any of your music yet. But I know that they're going to subscribe the minute that I play the first song.
Yeah, I
know that.
agree. I agree. I agree with that statement wholeheartedly.
Oh my goodness.
So realistically, we usually ask the chat, but we're going to ask you, which one do you want me to play just as an intro so they could know who AMICCELLA is?
I think it's either, well, there's three that are like the essence of AMICCELLA. I think it's either Trapiana, Chaos, or Miss Polite, but I'm going to say Miss Polite.
Miss Polite?
Miss Polite.
Let's get it.
It's all of the things.
Shake, you doing good there with your signal?
My signal's fine. I'm not doing too good with no AC in this weather with the blackout. Like it's like, let's play the music. Don't ask me. Let's run the music. Run the track. Come on, come on, selector, DJ selector.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, AMICCELLA, Miss Polite. Let's go.
Can't help it if my world a little different now. Double done dragon, hit a set and piped out. Pick a mish on my wings, had to scrounge above ground. Spoil myself a little bit because I love to see him pound. When they backlash, shake some manners in their mouth. So bars I love round, common sense, common ground. Held my tongue for too long, time to chew them up and spit them out. We look alike, so they want me for a feature. We are not the same, let me get that through your speaker. Let's talk semantics like your manner from demeanor. Please say it in your head, cause my patience getting eager. Pish posh, I'm Miss Polite. Never put you down, cause my mama raised me right. Show off what I got, and I do it out of spite. Envy is an ugly trait, so it suits you quite alright. Hey. Mind over matter, tell me everything. Mind your manners first with a rendering. 4 ones on the clock, had me wishing for the speed escape. When they tell me now, I'm not even gonna hesitate. It's on you if you feel intimidated. Walking through life like you've been sedated. Don't wanna say it, but you're overrated. Were you raised by that friends or your mama just related?
Shanks, that was fire.
That was a bar. That was a bar.
I'm liking the fucking flow. That flow and the cadence is crazy. Absolutely crazy. I'm bringing back a bit.
It's on you if you feel intimidated. Walking through life like you've been sedated. Don't wanna say it, but you're overrated. Were you raised by phones or through your mama just related? Pish posh, I'm Miss Polite. Never put you down, cause my mama raised me right. Show off what I got, and I do it out of spite. Envy is an ugly trait, so it suits you quite alright. Hey, think he J Neutron, but he more like J Bravo. Just like hell, you know, man's be shallow. No brain all on me, head galore. Jaw drop like heavy iron to the floor. Don't wanna hurt you, baby girl. You incapable, feel 101, such your words be fallible. Let's keep in mind that it's not down sexual. Deeper meaning to it, baby boy, intertextual. Pish posh, I'm Miss Polite. Never put you down, cause my mama raised me right. Show off what I got, and I do it out of spite. Envy is an ugly trait, so it suits you quite alright. Hey, Pish posh, I'm Miss Polite. Hey, I'm Miss Polite. I'm Miss Polite. Envy is an ugly trait, so it suits you quite alright. I'm Miss Polite. I'm Miss Polite. Hey, I'm Miss Polite. Envy is an ugly trait, so it suits you quite alright. Hey.
I'm going to have that song stuck in my head for a week.
Yeah, it's definitely a catchy hook. It's one of those hooks that's like really, really, really catchy. So like, there's so many questions that I want to ask, but I'm gonna just start off by saying, who are some, like, I know you said like your brother played music for you and stuff like that, but who are some of your inspirations? Like, what artists do you listen to that inspire you?
Purely rap or any genre?
Mm, Give me a few of both from multi genres.
Okay, so my favorite female rapper is Snow the Product. I love her. Yes,
Snow is fire.
she's amazing, super talented. I also really like another underground artist in the States named Rocky Bad. I don't know if you're familiar with her, but her music is, I don't know, it's
I know Rocky.
really raw. Yeah, I just love her. She's very, every song she's ever made, I know, like I know all the words to it. I love her. She's so good. So Snow and Rocky Bad, for sure, favorite female rappers. I also listen to a lot of like Russian rap. They've got some really cool like dark flow. Can't say I understand all of it, but I can speak a little. And Spanish, like Mexican rappers, love. But I also went through some phases of pop music, of course, and then like metal and rock. So I do draw on a lot of inspiration from different genres, which I hope is coming through in my music. But
For what I've
Dope.
heard, I can hear a lot of influences and a lot of different genres coming out from the ones that I did hear, and which is crazy because there's a lot of people that send me and Shake's music that
Daily.
up and coming, and they've been doing it for years, and they don't sound as put together as you sound on your tracks. Because what I pay attention to when I listen to any type of music is your cadence and your flow, which is more important than the delivery of what you're saying. So a
But then
lot of
there's the
people,
confidence. Then there's the confidence of how they're saying it, and
oh,
just
of
that
course, yeah,
swag that they got as well, right?
yeah,
Yeah.
it's one of those things that if you possess all those different aspects of hip hop, you're not going to have an issue because it's just going to speak. People are going to hear it, and it's going to be automatically something they're going to adapt to. So please don't stop ever.
thank you so much. You guys are
Please,
making me
but I mean,
When was
it's
that?
fact though. It's not. I mean, we're not trying to blow your head up, or it's all fact because what we do for what I do for a living. Shay's got 15 jobs, so he does 15 different things. But what I
Literally.
do for a living is pretty much listen to music, break it down, and give my critique on everything that I hear. So if I hear something bad, I'm still gonna pick the good out and let you know what I hear good. When I hear something bad from you, I'll let you know.
good. That's how you
That's
make
how,
it.
When was that moment where you were like, you know what? I'm pretty dope at this. Like, was it like your brother gassing you up, your friends? Like, what gave you the confidence to turn your Instagram channel from private to public?
Yeah, this is a well. First of all, my brother said you can grow up and you can do either three things: become a lawyer, a doctor, or work in finance. I picked finance. Wasn't truly happy doing it. I mean, I still do it, so I do
Yeah, of
love
course.
finance, but it's not my passion. I didn't know actually if I was good at it. To be honest, I met Uncle Ricky actually very early on, and he's like, "You should just come to the studio and try it out." And I was like, "Okay, sure." So I went to the studio, and then I just kind of went with the flow of things. I didn't really think too much about how people would react. I always said I was just gonna do it for myself because I had to. This was a lifelong dream of mine. So I put the song out there. It got some good reception. I just kept going with it, keeping in mind all along that it was for me and it didn't matter what happened. But obviously, there's that underlying dream of turning it into something one day. So
oh, that's
Have you done shows? Have you performed or anything like that?
yes, yes, I've been doing lots of shows since COVID, kind of allowed things to start up again. I've got 5 shows in August, a bunch planned in September. So yeah.
Because Vancouver's got BC in general with Swollen Members, Rascals, and Mercury.
Yeah,
Vancouver and BC in itself has a pretty dope history in hip hop, but Canadian hip hop. Like,
that's right.
um, do you draw any inspiration from some of these artists that kind of laid the groundwork and paved the way for artists in BC?
I think Mercury's for sure. I actually got to meet him at. I did an outdoor performance. I don't know if you're. I don't know if you've been to BC, but Sunset Beach. We did a cannabis day performance, and Mercury stood right next to the stage while I did my first two songs. I almost passed out. It was really.
That's so sick. That's dope.
I got to meet him. I called him out on stage. He kind of did the little like. Hey, it was pretty exciting. Yeah, no. Yeah, shout out to those people too, though, because you're right. They lay the foundation for BC artists. They give you the opportunity to be seen. So definitely props to them.
Now, did Mercury's give you any tips?
He was surrounded by fans, so I basically got a really quick before my performance. Got to say, "Hey, nice to meet you. My name's AMICCELLA." I just said it a few times, you know. But yeah, he was surrounded by fans trying to take pictures and get autographs. So I just tried to get a quick
I
little.
bet it's very hard to be Mercury's. Very difficult to be that man.
Dude, I remember when Mercules was like doing
Basement
like
video.
King of the Dot in when he was like 16 in like small bars with like 20 people there, and he was just so raw. But like Merc is lit. I remember when Merc had like 10,000 subscribers on YouTube.
Yeah, and now he's on a song with King Crook and some big guys. Yeah.
It's insane. It's
Shout out to
insane.
everybody in the chat. The chat's going crazy right now. So shout out to everybody in the chat. I'm not using
And I
my
told
normal
you guys,
device, so I can't comment, but I can see y'all. I just want to say y'all are crazy. Y'all going nuts right now in the
like I
chat.
said backstage, Amy, I already saw 7 comments of collabs that people want to do with you. Just by hearing one song.
Oh, I love it. That's
These guys, I'm telling you, they're good people to know. They know their way around YouTube a lot.
amazing. I appreciate it. Yeah, I'm seeing a few names that I recognize, so that's pretty cool.
So what I need from you is I need you to give me your top collab that you want to do before anybody else. Just that one person that if you collab with that one person, you can retire. You're out of here. You good.
I kind of feel like I have to say Snow the Product. Like, that would be a dream.
That will be the dopest collab in the world.
That would be amazing.
You know what's crazy about Snow is I know who Snow is, but I've never listened, like literally sit down and listen to her music until a subscriber told me, "Hey, can you do this reaction?"
Mm-hmm.
The first song I did, I was like, "What am I listening to? Oh my god!" And then she's going to be the one that's transferring me to do a full Spanish reaction.
Oh, there you go.
Because I'm Dominican, I've never done a Spanish reaction before in my life.
Wow.
But I'm like, I'm going to have to do a full Spanish one because this girl is amazing.
She really is.
YouTube collabing? Oh my God. That's going to be a reaction of the year.
Oh, that would be crazy. I'd love that.
But she's very into, like, she has her eyes open. She's always online and she's always looking at stuff. So
Yeah.
she probably already saw you.
Oh my God.
Look,
Could you
she's like,
fly?
it's not like you're bad.
I hope not.
I'm pretty sure she has. And she was like, you know what? I'm going to put her on the list.
There you go. There you go.
I gotta ask, where do you get your how do you choose your beats? Because everything I've heard from you, your beat selection is dope.
Thank you. A lot of different ways. Either some, I'll hear some from people that they send emails and you take a listen. Something will resonate and you'll be like, wow, I really feel this one and work with that. Other times I'll have a concept in mind and I'll reach out to somebody I feel would do a good job on that and be like, hey, I have this idea. What do you think? And then they'll come back with something and it'll work or we'll revise it. So basically those two ways I'm really open. Like I gather influence from different, like I said, different genres. So if I hear something, I feel like I can make different styles work. So I'm just always open minded to different things.
Now, what's one genre of music that you want to do that you haven't done yet? Like a track of something that you have not ever done in your life.
Well, I never released a full singing track, but I did record one. So going to release that one maybe on a little 3-song EP, all poppy singy type stuff, and test the waters a little bit. So that's been a goal.
Singing, I just don't like that. That to me is crazy because when you listen to a person that raps and singing, it's not that far off, but you have to have pipes to sing. You can rap. A person can rap all day long and they can have cadence all day long, but singing and rapping, it to me, if you could do both of those, forget about it. Like
You
that's
gold.
talent.
You're Charlie. You got the golden ticket. You got the golden ticket.
Dude,
You
I'm
Charlie.
telling you,
You Charlie.
it's nuts.
By no
Not-
means do I have a strong singing voice, but I think I have a poppy singing voice that can get me by on certain tracks. So I'm
You know what the
not.
good thing is?
Yes.
The good thing about this day and age is with a couple of presets on your mic in the studio, you can sound really good as a singer, even if you're not. I can't sing, but I got tracks where I sing, and it's like, yeah, there's notes that are like that's what you pay an engineer for, to make you sound good.
To a degree. Mine is, I'm not. I don't know. This might be an unpopular opinion, but I'm not a fan of, the heavy auto tune or that sort of singy rap. It's not my. I'm not into it. So I really try not to do that unintentionally either, because I
Well,
think.
you're in the right podcast because
Okay.
it's gonna be auto tune.
Fuck auto tune.
Yeah.
Yeah, we no auto tune gets no play over here.
I don't know. I mean, if it's done right, if auto tune is done right, it could sound really good. But when you're doing a whole entire song that is just using auto tune,
Yeah.
I'm just like, dude, it's gonna make me want to shut it off midway. I'm not gonna
Yeah.
want to keep listening to it.
Well, you can't expect it to carry you if you don't have, the foundation of it. Like, it's not going to carry you through a track. So that's where it goes wrong, I find.
What's
Funny.
the best, what's the craziest bar that you've written?
Oh, okay. Crazy as. I think it's in church. It's my favorite. I don't know if it's the craziest, but it's a favorite. And I do really pay attention. I like Crook. I respect Crook, and he's a scheme rapper. He's really careful and intentional about how he writes his bars, and I kept that in mind when I was writing church. So I think my favorite bar is something smells fishy. Ooh, you salty mackerel. I think that's my favorite bar because it's very intertwined.
Well, I think we're gonna have to listen to church soon
Gotta listen to church.
because we're gonna have to because I want to hear how you brought that bar in.
So then that would be a perfect segue for you to pull it up and let's run the
I
track.
know, Jake. Stop screaming at me.
Listen, you need to relax, and you're lucky that I can't put you on timeout right now. So,
That's right. You can't.
I can't even comment in the chat. The chat's going crazy. Everybody's like, yeah, fuck auto-tune. Yeah, we don't support that shit.
Can I quickly say hi to Carol? She's the best human ever. I am so appreciative of Carol. So hi, Carol.
Carol's
Of course
the
you
goat.
can. You don't have to ask us. It's like you're the guest. You do whatever you want. You got the key to the podcast right now.
I'm so happy to see her name on here. She just makes me happy.
We have another one in here. I can't find it. Can you send it to me?
Church?
Yeah, because I can't find it. It's on your YouTube page, right?
It's on Don Carlo's YouTube. Let me. I'll send it to you.
I got you, Don Carlo. I got it.
You got it? Okay.
Yeah, I got it. Did Shake come back? There he goes. Shakes, do something about your phone. All right.
This is fun, but it's not fun. Like it's not fun. It's not.
You're not in your element
It's
because you're
not
used to
fun.
being in the studio. You got all
I'm
your stuff around you.
so not comfy right now. Like this is like fuck. Take us to church, Amy. Take us to church. Let's go.
Hold on. Did I put the thing on the thing?
Thing on the thing.
There you
Maybe.
go.
Did you get the you knows what's with the you know who's?
All right. Now you're doing too much, Shakes.
Okay, knock it off.
All right. Let's go.
I did keep it 110. AMICCELLA. Hey. I'm sentimental, no words, instrumental. Put your heart in it, tell it more to heavy metal. Never accidental, life's tough, go ahead though. Require supervision, so consult your parental. Go on, please, test me, I dare you. You know me now, but I got a different side too. Thank the ones before you and all that shit I've been through. I've been preconditioned, this short temper ain't a debut. It's taboo. Person, place, I think. Better know your pronouns, cause in it nothing.
Better know your pronouns. That was dope. That was fucking dope. Hold on.
Better know your pronouns, cause in it nothing. I let it fester, will it till it blister. Once you cook it up, yeah, you bound to feel the pressure. It's AMICCELLA and my name ring bells. I'm in the market, so you know I buy and sell. $1 million clientele. If you ask, I can't tell. Something smells fishy. Ooh, you salty, my Carell. You say I'm smart, I just need some.
I love how that ended. That was so dope. That was, you had like 13 bars in there for one verse. What are you talking about?
Something smells fishy, ooh, you salty, my Carell. He say I'm smart, I just need some fine-tuning. Opportune cost, get some room for the viewing. There's more to it, though my life is like a movie. BTS unreleased, I guess I'm just choosing. You're oozing, pick me, girl, huh? Yeah, you really whipped it, girl. But only if you let me hit it, girl. I'm worth it. Haven't you seen this girl? Huh? Close my eyes, all I see are my addictions, afflictions to pain, blurred out by the incision. I got no scars, it's all an illusion. Mind over body, let's explain your confusion. Confucius, I got words from the wise. Your best bet to follow, there's no need to jeopardize. The hegemonic prize with the aim to optimize. The eyes submit the epitomize.
It's down to the 5 letters. You know, do it better. You know. See how I want to be like.
I'm gonna pause it, but we're gonna keep on playing it. I'm sorry, but that verse right there was fucking fire.
Thank you.
Oh
Facts.
my god.
I love the part about your flow with the little bit of over pronunciation. I think the over pronunciation helps you make your mark every time. Like a lot of times people under pronunciate. You're like, what did you just fucking say? But with you, the over pronunciation is a good thing.
Okay, I appreciate it because I've heard opposite actually sometimes.
Don't do the under pronunciation.
Okay.
Over pronunciate and hit your T's and shit hard. Hit them hard. Dope. I love it. That was lit. That was the first track of yours that I heard.
Wow, okay.
We're gonna let Don Carlo rap for a minute because
Right.
it's only fair.
Okay.
It's only fair.
See, I'm moving coast to coast, celebrate, make a toast, pour some liquor for the homies in the hood that overdose. Man, I'm working too much, got my brain on overload. I need to make a clone. This world got me fucked up. I stay up in my zone. Check my call history, no fakes on my phone. For real, got a wifey in the side chick, still keep a side bitch. Just got a new bitch, just for massages.
That's a lot of women.
That's too many women.
There's a lot of. He's got a baby mama, a wife, a side chick, and 2 other ones in the. This man is.
Oh, yo, Ray, Pug Mama just said AMICCELLA and Clip Monster will be lit on a track together. Imagine that. That would be fucking flaming.
Dude,
fire.
that didn't never cross my mind.
Me neither, but you do because they're so
clip right now.
Those are two totally different styles, but you put them together and it's like
I'm curious now.
Clip Monster's our homie who's honestly, like, legitly one of the best rappers that either one of us have ever heard in our life. And he's like, he's so underrated, it's not even funny how good he is.
That's crazy.
You can put him in the same. You can put him in the same category as like King Crook, Crooked Eye. Like you can put him right in there with them cats as far as bar for bar lyrics go.
He is a lyrical machine.
Okay.
I just texted him right now, and I told him, and I sent him your link. I was like, you need to check this girl out, and you need to do a collab. Hit her up when you're done listening to her music.
Thanks, Pug Mama. What a great suggestion.
I don't know why that never came to my head.
I'm excited.
Crazy. Run the track, Ray. Run the track.
Don't scream at me.
Rewind.
Still keep it side, bitch. Just got a new bitch. Just for massages. I'm hot, that's obvious. You do me the sloppiest. To see the flex copy. I'm a king, a Syrian. Grew up around violence. Go for environment. The last of a dying breed. Eye for an eye you bleed. Used to go to bed, that would cry to sleep. PTSD. You know that shit run deep. These flashbacks haunt me. Demons taunt me. Look what they taught me. Hatred, agony. Break you free from the system. Sheep getting mad at me. I just want the beef like a butcher. The system is a joke that's worth the asking butcher. Giving you this game free, I'm the neighborhood pusher. If we talking T, I do my dance like Booker. It's the dirty game, Duffy, take your money like hookers. Yo, look, I'm chilling with my A-Raps to Ray past a hooker. That's all you can eat, that's a cookout. My goons on the lookout. They don't want to feature, yeah, they shook now. All about the clout, got the filter up. I don't trust the thing I see. These are new age clowns. If I start speaking truth, watch the system break down. They're looking for me. I really gotta lay low now. I'm sky high, motherfucker. That's a D-Lo Brown. I'm in town. On the kid, give me my crown. For respect as I'm walking, yeah, bitch, right down, huh?
Besides him being in a very long relationship with a lot of women, that was fire. That was absolutely fire.
Yeah, he's been around for a long time doing his thing.
Now, do you like doing collabs more than what's your preference? Collabs, or you feel? Of course, you're gonna feel more comfortable doing your own solo thing. But do you feel like a nervousness with doing a collab, like especially, let's say, Clip Monster hits you up and you guys do it?
No, I love it. It's a challenge. That's a challenge. I mean, that excites me for sure. Especially when there's people, like you said, if he's, the lyrical monster, like that's an opportunity.
His name is Clip Monster because he's a monster on the track and he empties the clip on every track. His name is like a double entendre. Big Kahuna in the chat. What is poppin'? Huna, the Godfather in the chat.
Godfather.
Amazing.
He still owes me $20, but it's cool.
So I got a question. How long does it take you to? We ask every artist this, and me being an artist and knowing my writing style and how I write and stuff like that. How long does it take you to write a track if you're feeling the beat and you have that energy?
If I'm feeling the beat, it can sometimes just flow. It just happens, and then you get something down, and then obviously you take your time to rework, rewrite. But yeah, if you're really feeling the beat, or if I'm really feeling the beat, it kind of just spews. I just can't stop until I'm done. But then obviously you have times when there's something that you love, but you might just need a little more time to breathe from it and come back and then, put it all together. For sure.
I think it's like the most craziest thing when I hear somebody when we ask that question to any artist. We get some people that be like, "Oh, I did that song in about 4 minutes. I did that song in 5 minutes." For a person that doesn't write, because I'm not a rapper, I don't rap. It like when I hear the track, to me, it's like you spent months doing this because it sounds so good and so clean, and it's just like it flows so good. In my brain, it's like it should take a couple of months to do it. When you guys tell me a couple of hours, I'm just like, what? Like,
no, sometimes, bro, it depends. Sometimes it's like you can write 2 verses in 20 minutes.
Yeah.
It all depends if the juices is flowing. If the juices is flowing, it's like everything you write just makes sense. It flows together, and you have a song in 20 minutes. Could be 2 hours. Could be a little bit here, a little bit there. But if the energy's going, like, see you later. You can write a track, a 3 verse track in half an hour.
The other problem is I'm a little bit OCD, and I don't know if you're the same here, Shake, but you might get something down really quick, and it might just flow, and you might be inspired, but I can't, like, I feel like I have to go back to it 50 more times to make sure it's perfect before I even get to the studio, because you're like, well, I'm releasing this, it has to be perfect. Am I getting everything across the way I want it to? So you might have that like inspiration, and it's
I'm known for when I go in the studio that it's all done one take. I'm one take. So like, if I don't have my shit memorized and I have my flow down pat, I'm not recording it. It's not ready. If I can't perform it live on stage, I'm not ready to record it.
That's right. That's right.
You're the same way, Ray?
Yeah, when I rap, it's ridiculous. I write my songs in 3 minutes. The longest that it took me was 4. Look, he's joking because I have been writing a verse for like 7 months.
Oh my goodness.
and I just can't get it right. And then Shakes comes and tells me. So I did like I don't know how many bars. I don't know how much it was, but it was half a page that I wrote. And Shakes is like, so what beat are you writing it on? Like, excuse me? He's like, you didn't write this on a beat? And I was like, no. He's like, it's going to be a whole lot harder to record it. And I'm like, fuck.
In that case, just call it poetry.
There you go.
Facts.
Right.
Yo, the chat's going crazy, man. Shout out to the chat. Shout out to everybody that's like here rocking with us and just vibing out to AMICCELLA. So
there was a song they wanted me to do, and I'm trying to look for it. Shell Shock. Everybody's asking for that one.
Okay.
We're going to play it later. We already played one. Relax.
That's a field song.
This is the moment right now that we move it to the what the hell did I do? There you go. We move it to the chat. If you guys have any questions for AMICCELLA, please put it on the screen and I'll pop it up real quick for you. Because I know Carol got a question. Carol hit me up and she said, you got AMICCELLA? And I was like, yeah. She was like, all right, so send me the post. I'm going to go. She went crazy.
I love her so. Oh my God, she's the best. The best human being I've ever met.
Oh, yes, she shows so much love. She's constantly on my videos, commenting. She's always showing.
Yes.
Facts.
Oh, you know who else? K Legend. AMICCELLA and K Legend.
I'm going to start taking a list down right now.
Oh, no, they're going to contact you.
Okay.
They're gonna contact you. K Legend's in the chat right now. K, I'm going to put the link of her YouTube page on the chat right now. I need you to go over there and listen to one song and then hit her up so you guys can make a song. And stop being lazy.
I appreciate that.
Because this is one of the things that I love to do is when we could get these people, everybody just to join in and they could, make money together. That's the most beautifulest thing in the world.
Amazing. Love it.
What was your to date? I know you're still on the come up, you're still on the rise, and you a whole bunch more are coming. But what was the most memorable woo-ha moment thus far? I know there's probably been a bunch of them, but when you close your eyes and you're like, oh my God, that happened. Like, since you've been doing music, what is your most memorable woo-ha moment?
Oh my God. Okay. I immediately know the answer to this. I posted a freestyle on Twitter, and I tagged King Crook because I wrote a little scheme about him, and he retweeted it, and he said, quote unquote, some people just have it. And then I died. And then when I came back to life, I read that 50,000 more times so that I could make sure it was real. And that's the memory that I will always. It's gonna be the first thing that always comes into my
So
head.
you definitely screenshot it and save it and used it as like your screensaver on your computer, your phone.
It's posted to Instagram. I reposted it on TikTok. Yes, it's my
That's dope.
moment of heaven right there.
A lot of people, when I asked that question to them, they got to think. You were like, nah, fuck that. I know this. That was too easy. Shakes, give me a harder one.
But I mean, when you have that one moment that doesn't change, bro, it's hard. A lot of other things can happen, but when you like have that one person that you never thought in your million years it was going to say anything to you or about you, it's the most craziest moment ever.
And it's
The chat's just going crazy right now, naming people that she'd be dope collabing with. And there's not one bad suggestion. That's the
Not
funny
one.
thing, though. There's not one.
But that's the good thing about the way you rap, Amy, is because it's so versatile. These guys have different rap styles, all of them. But I can hear you. You're so versatile that I can hear you on a track with all of them.
Larry,
Because your kid Larry and her, forget about it, bro.
it's over. It's
Because
over.
Larry's the cadence king. Oh, we're gonna have to make some shit happen.
You can make a whole mixtape of just naming cats. That would be dope. Get your pen game up, Amy. We got a bunch of collabs coming your way.
Good idea. We should do that.
She's gonna quit her job because she's gonna have all these songs she's got to write.
Let's go. I'm down with that.
Oh, that would be
What's your biggest platform for yourself personally? Like, I'm assuming your songs are on Spotify and that kind of stuff as well. Like, what is the one platform that seems to work better for you than all others, or is there one? Or are they all about even?
I think about because by default Spotify, and that's just because that's where I put the energy because that's what seems to be the sort of mainstream platform and at
Okay.
least the audience that I am familiar with. So I have to say Spotify.
Spotify. Do you have a link? Because I want to put. I'm gonna go because I don't have Spotify on my computer.
Well,
So I
She
can
can type it in the she can type it in the chat.
Okay, yeah. So put it in the chat so people can start follow her on Spotify. Oh, I'm not gonna ever do a reaction for you guys ever again.
Okay, one second.
You gotta threaten these people sometimes, Amy.
I appreciate it. I'm too nice to ask people. I'm like, hey, would you like to follow me on Spotify?
You gotta demand it, Amy. Demand it.
Oh my goodness.
All right, Plug Mama has got a question for you.
Yes. Oh, I'm not alone. Where's Pugman?
Were you going to do an on-site shoot coming up soon, AMICCELLA?
Yes. Yes. Actually, thanks to Carol, who's am I allowed to say Carol? I don't know, but she's got a really amazing hookup. I don't know if you guys know this, but Carol and I live in the same city, so super cool. She's
That's dope.
actually hooked me up with a super dope location. I don't know if I'm allowed to say. Let me see if she responds quickly here. I have a song that I'm working on called Day Ones, and it's really just paying homage to the people who've like supported me and really
Yeah,
helped
your day ones.
my day ones. Yeah, and even if they weren't day ones from 2021, if they're people that I've recently met but really appreciate and taught me something, I'm just gonna get them all together and make a really cool track, including Carol and her group of people because they're all
That's
very.
dope.
Oh yeah, she said I'm good. So this is gonna mean nothing to you guys in wherever part of the world you are right now, but Metrotown is like a pretty big mall where I live, and her husband has a connection for us to film in like this massive mall, so I'm super excited.
That's dope.
Probably gonna be the best video.
Very cool.
Got another question from Roy, and
Yes.
it is, AMICCELLA, what tempts you or draws you to just write? Is it events or state of mind?
That's a really good question. Probably both. And I think you'll hear the difference, like Carol's favorite track, Shell Shock. that one's based on probably both like state of mind due to certain events. You know, like we all have certain experiences in our lives, and sometimes we think about them, you know, almost as disturbances. You know, there's things that you've been through, and you're like, well, I just gotta talk about this. So state of mind due to events, but different tracks you'll hear very different feelings. I think from me, you know, from Shell Shock to Miss Polite, you're gonna get night and day basically. So I think yes, state of mind um, is is definitely a promoter of, you know, the type of music that I write.
Roy said, no, it's actually infamous. Ty says, how long have you been doing music? So I think we already answered that, but you've been writing and you've been recording before 2021.
Officially stepped into a studio to record a song until 2021, but I have been
Wow.
um, performing to myself and my family since I was 2 years old.
That's crazy. The first time in the studio is fucking like a little over a year ago. Really? Like, that's not fair. Like, it's not fair. There's a lot of people in the chat that are like really cool and nice, but are like subtly giving you the finger, like just very nicely giving you the finger, like fucking you've been doing this for years. Fuck you. Like,
Whatever.
really? And then and I say that in a joking way, but as a compliment as well, because like to sound like you do and have the swag and confidence like you do, it doesn't sound like you've been in the studio recording for a year. So that's just kudos to you.
I appreciate it. Thank you very much.
It's definitely, that's exactly how I feel. Because when I was reading up on you and I saw that, and I was like, I think they wrote the wrong year. Like they put 2021. I was like, she sounded like she's been rapping since 2001.
So let me ask you this question then. It doesn't even have to be exact if you be a guesstimate. What year did you write your first song?
My first song?
Like your first rap song, not like fucking like song.
Probably when I was like early.
Your first good one. Your first good one.
So I think that's dating me. You don't know my age. Early 20s, but I would say, yeah, maybe a few years ago. I don't want to give away my age that easily, but a few years ago.
Well, we weren't asking your age. I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that.
It's not a big
I'm not that guy. Raise that guy. I'm not that guy.
So Amy, how old are you?
I'm gonna send you all in this chat an NDA before I disclose that information.
Right there, I just put Amy's Spotify link on the chat. Guys, please go follow her.
Thank you.
Show her some love. Play her track. I've been listening that people want this Shell Shock song, so I have to play it now.
Yeah, run the track. Run the track. Run the track.
Let's go.
Let's go.
So I can see the fake. Your plate looking kind of empty, so you're full of hate. I don't know how I find the time.
Your plate's kind of empty, so you're full of hate. 10 seconds, Amy. 10 seconds. Let the beat breathe.
So I can see the fake. Your plate looking kind of empty, so you're full of hate. I don't know how I find the time to do this shit. And still kill it, cause you know I run my business, bitch. I'm a rocky bad shit, I feel some type of weight. But I'm ready, cause you know I got a lot to say. Got the money back, so they feeling safe. Only when I'm not around, okay, now you feeling brave. At a young age, learn not to trust a man. Started with my dad, limited my waistband. Keep a smile on my face, cause I know the game. If you knew my story, you would look at me the same. Jumping hurdles where your life was on track. Yeah, let me relay this shit back. Don't fit in with them, cause now they just bitter. And not with you either, cause you think that you better. It's time for the real talk. I'm about to make them feel the shell shock. Lips sealed to the shit drop. And I'm gonna yell it from the rooftop. It's time for the real talk. I'll make them feel the shell shock. And I'm lips sealed to the shit drop. And I'm gonna yell it from the rooftop. Stand up for myself, they gaslight me. Take the higher road, still the bad guy fights me. Rather go my own way, yet they wanna fight me. They my own way, I don't need you to hide me. Doing what they love so that you call it. AMICCELLA, not like the others. Green don't match my complexion, so if I bring you up, that's an honorable mention.
Thanks. You're gonna have to control it. I am having a heart attack over here. Oh my God.
So if I bring you up, that's an honorable mention. Yo, they so quick to flip flop. Attention span no longer than a TikTok. I want you my ass.
Attention spans longer than a TikTok, nigga. I'm done with this shit. Oh my God. That was fire.
They so quick to flip flop. Attention span no longer than a TikTok. I want you my ass to the TikTok. I be on my way though, had to make a pit stop. Giving credit rivers to my perspective. Making moves, but my heart's still connected. Did a lot more with my life than you expected. And still know people that could sell the whole outfit. It's time for the real talk. I'm about to make them feel the shell shock. Lips sealed to the shit drop. And I'm gonna yell it from the rooftop. It's time for that real talk. I'll make her feel the shell shock. And my lips sealed to the shit drop. And I'm gonna yell it from the rooftop. Look, you're all out of favors. Petty ass bitch, you gave an inch, I gave an acre. Don't feel back like you getting all this paper. But all that shit you flex is the fruit of my labor. I'm a little bigger now, I came in terms of that. Cause in the process, I upgrade their intellect. You know, small-minded people focus there. When I walk through, either way they're gonna stop and stare. Phone silent, listening need a hand. Camera distance, I hope you learn from that. Not afraid to be alone, I got over that. No one made them mad that I paid myself a better path.
Yeah.
Get what you did to me, called you out here, consider it a courtesy. Okay, tough guy, couldn't do it properly. Behind my back, man, you look like a bitch to me.
He is a bitch. Shakes, whoever that man is, he's a bitch. Because AMICCELLA said it.
Couldn't do it properly. Behind my back, man, you look like a bitch to me. It's time for that real talk. I'm about to make them feel the shell shock. Lips sealed to the shit drop. And I'm gonna yell it from the rooftop. It's time for that real talk. I'm gonna feel the shell shock. And my lips sealed to the shit drop. And I'm gonna yell it from the rooftop. Just like I'm hungry. Give me that real love.
That is what I like to call a talk your shit track.
Talk your talk.
Oh my God.
That's the event/state of mind track right there that was asked earlier.
That was. Now I know why Carol likes that song. Carol, I don't see you driving the kids to school listening to that. It's too early in the morning for that, man. That was absolutely fire. Everybody's definitely digging that.
Thank you very much.
Oh my God, Shakes, you okay?
I'm so uncomfortable right now. It's like not even funny how uncomfortable I am, how out of my element I am right now, and it's like I never sit in my loft, so I'm sitting in my loft trying to find a fucking comfortable spot in a room where there is no comfort. Like this. Hey, you got to take one for the team sometimes, right? So I'm taking one for the team right now.
That is a fact. You have no choice.
I have no choice.
So what? So you say you work in financing?
Yeah, in wealth management.
Okay. But that's just a job.
Yes.
This is your career.
Yes.
You're not going to stop.
That's dope.
Please don't. Please don't. Because there's a cipher that me and Shakes are going to do, and you need to be in it.
I would love to. That's amazing.
I need you to be in that cipher. You're going to be along with pretty much most of the people in the chat is going to be in that cipher too. So that's there you go. That's your feature.
Woo!
With AMICCELLA.
Yeah, it's the Shakey Vibe podcast cipher, and pretty much we're hand choosing a bunch of the dopest spitters that we've had on the podcast, and it's not just going to be the dopest spitters. It's people that you wouldn't necessarily think would collab with each other, and we're just gonna get like a mashup of some of the best fucking spitters and just have a dope ass track.
That's amazing. Looking forward
Is
to that.
Pug Mama's got a question. Is AMICCELLA on the cipher? On the cipher, Big K and Legend doing?
I didn't even know they're doing a cipher.
They already did a cipher. Oh, okay, Big Kahuna answered the question. He said no, she couldn't find a studio in time. So everybody donate $1,100,000,000 to AMICCELLA so she could build a studio.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, that I remember this one now. I think it was like I had a week or something and I just couldn't make it happen, unfortunately, but definitely looking forward to the next one there.
Now, how is your town with hip hop? Is it all around you?
I think if you're looking for it and if you put yourself in the right, setting, then yeah, you can be immersed in it. And that's funny because before, I released my song in 2021, I've always loved hip hop, but really didn't find myself in those environments where, you were immersed in it. And then as soon as I released a song, then you're just like thrown into, and you're like, whoa, this existed this whole time. I had no idea.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah.
That is dope.
Yeah.
Now, do you have, how is the support from your like friends, family, and everything? Is it pretty strong in the music part of it?
Yes. Yeah, definitely. I think I surprised a lot of people. I don't like my family and friends. I don't think they knew to what extent I loved rap. Like they knew I've always loved music. I think 100%, like even my, really strict older brother is now like kind of rooting for me. So yeah, they're very supportive. I'm very lucky. Yeah.
That's dope. That's dope.
Even
It's always good to have that back. What was that?
Even my boss and my, colleagues at work, they all, the first time my boss actually heard my music, he came to work the next day and he's like, wow, Amy, I really didn't know you knew all those words. It was hilarious. But
That is hilarious. Now tell him give me a raise, or I'll put you on the diss track.
Exactly.
My boss is lucky I can't rap. Or I will do a whole EP about how I need my hour lunch. I can't do just 30.
Oh no. That's hilarious.
Dude, this chat is going nuts, Amy. And it's for you, it ain't for us. They already know us.
Well, that's true. Punjabi rap is getting kind of popular here too.
Punjabi rap?
Yeah.
I think I heard somebody gave me a song, and I think like months ago, and it was a Punjabi rap, and it was really dope. I was just like, holy crap.
It's pretty cool. It's a vibe.
It reminds me in Dominican
Punjabi rap. So would that be like Krishna? Is Krishna Punjabi rap?
I don't know actually.
I don't think
Krishna's lit.
I don't know if it's the same.
You don't know who Krishna is? The dude gets like 10 million minimum views everything he drops. He's like the biggest Indian rapper.
I don't know if it's Punjabi though. I'm not familiar.
Yeah, I know. I don't think that's Punjabi rap though. He's dope though. That man is fire. Let's get him in the cipher too. Screw it.
Yo, we ain't.
The
The podcast doesn't have that much. That much. We're sitting on money, but we don't got racks like that.
I was gonna say you get him, and then I'll go call Eminem, and then we'll just bring an Eminem in. Do you listen to Eminem, Amy?
I think I used to a lot more than I do now, and that's not because it's Eminem. Like I love him. I'm really bad at keeping up with mainstream music. People will ask me like, "What'd you think of this album?" Like, I'm not even gonna admit to some albums that I've missed by choice, but yeah, I really need to keep up with popular culture here.
Now, do you? Because I've asked this to a couple of rappers that I've talked to, or artists that I've talked to. Do you stay away from listening to anybody else's stuff like that do your same type of rap, because you don't want to like mimic or like subconsciously just steal a verse or a bar or something and not even know that you did it?
No, because I've never looked at it that way. To be fair, I just that's what I'm drawn to. Like I like people. Obviously, I'm inspired by everyone around me, and I respect everybody's individuality. I would never try to, take anything that's not mine that I've not it's not original to me. But I listen to what I'm drawn to, and if that means that it's similar to what I produce, then so be it. And I think it's more of like a support thing. Yeah, I don't think that that's ever really crossed my head, to be honest.
Because with me, I don't watch no other reaction channel because
Okay.
I'm afraid that me watching everybody else, like without me even trying, I'm gonna like steal something that they said or an idea, and then I'm gonna forget about it, and then I'm gonna come up with it like I came up with that idea. So it scares the crap out of me to watch anybody else.
Kind of like the battle you're in right now, or the shit you're being accused of not doing right now.
We're not talking about that. So Amy, don't don't start that.
That's
Now,
what I do, though.
are you getting any type since you started in 2001 and you started putting your music out and everything? Have you gotten any negative feedback from anybody?
Oh yeah, definitely. Lots.
How do you deal with that?
Well, how I used to deal with it is very different how I deal with it now. I think I've evolved a little bit. I've grown in my confidence in myself. When I first got my hate comment, I was very upset and very sensitive about it. But now, as we kind of talked about previous to coming live here, it's actually a good thing. It means that people are noticing you, and if they're going out of their way to comment something negative, well, okay, so be it. It honestly doesn't affect me, and I don't delete that stuff. I leave it. I let people see it. I don't respond to it, but I let it live there. And
Now, you used to respond to it, though.
I think
I think everybody did in the beginning because
maybe
you're taking it as like a punch. You're taking it as a slap, or like you're taking it personal, but it's somebody just being a troll.
yeah, I don't know if I've ever responded to something, especially on a post. Like there was one time very recently that I did respond because it was an attack on my character, and I really wanted to clear the air. Someone said they approached me and said, you know, are you African American? If not, then stop using the N word. And I just said to them, I have not and would never use that. Please make sure you're listening to who else is featured on the track before come to me making an accusation like that, because now you know, that's not who I am, and I'm very offended by that. Like
Well,
that really, I had to respond to that one because I felt that was an attack of my character, of something that is very important to me. Being in this industry and paying respect to the culture that this music belongs to. So I had to respond to that and make sure that they got their facts straight.
Yeah, and a lot of people will mistake that as paying mind to the hater, but that right there, how you explained it, is perfect. Sometimes you have to step in and let them know, like, no, don't. We're not doing that right now. That's not what we're doing. Because then, if you let it slide, it's just going to keep on growing and growing and growing, and now everyone is thinking the same thing, and then
facts.
there all the hate comes, and it's too much. So
Exactly.
yeah, that's kind of how I see it too. Is respond to it when it gets to a point where now you're making me look like something I'm not.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, that's you should put him on a diss track. You should like diss him right now. Actually, freestyle that shit.
Yeah, I don't. Then I think he accused me of using it to be a clout chaser, and I was like, not about that. Never done it. Please go listen to my songs. Here's the Spotify link.
Right, there you go. There you go.
Here's the link. Make sure to go subscribe and do all that.
I know you will be a fan once you hear it. It's all good.
That's a fact. See, that confidence is what every rapper needs to have if they're going to be doing this type of stuff. Without that confidence stuff, man, you ain't going to make it. It's a very hard business to get into. and there's going to be a lot of people that are just going to be completely dumb with the comments that they make. And knowing
It's
how
not
to
a hard. It's not necessarily a hard business to get into. It's the hardest business to get paid from.
Yeah, that's right.
now
Like you
do
can get into it. Like with Spotify and social media being where it is, it's very easy to do stuff. But it's literally the hardest, if it's one of, if not the hardest industry to actually profit from.
Yeah, low barrier to entry, but difficult success rate for sure. Overly saturated market of artists.
now are you planning on staying independent, or you if somebody comes, let's say Eminem comes with a contract and says I'm gonna sign you to Shady Records, you're on.
It's a very tricky question. I think I would definitely, well, it depends what stage of my career I'm at. Obviously, I would like to build in an independent way, um, much like Snow the Product. But obviously, I'm going to entertain something like that if it's Eminem, and I'm going to entertain the idea for sure. I'm going to think about all my options at the time of when, if it happens, when it happens, what it means,
See,
how it
and
affects artistic
that's
endeavors.
why you're a rapper and I'm not. I won't even look at the contract. I will sign it. That's why I can't. But I've heard a lot from a lot of rappers and a lot of people is that those contracts are pretty much, if you don't have somebody reading those things,
You're fucked.
understand it, you're there.
You're 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 you're, you're fucked. You're
Yeah,
fucked. If you don't understand what you're reading and what you're signing, you're so screwed.
That's why I
Because they're
always
not.
all these
You're
independent
done.
artists, like you, the Shakes, the people in the chat, because it is difficult to be in it. Because at the same time, you still got to work a full time job to make sure you're getting money,
exactly.
and then on top of that, you still got to put all your efforts in all your because you're the ones doing the promotion, the recording, everything.
And even after you sign the record deal, 9 times out of 10, it's an A&R. It's just a distribution deal. So you're still paying for the studio time, the mixing and mastering, and your music video. All they're doing is they're distributing it from it underneath whatever that record label's umbrella is. So they give you a little bit of an upfront money, but like, so let's say they give you 500,000 upfront, and the way it works is like you have to do certain numbers to get in the positive. But when they want their money back, like you have a certain amount of time to hit those numbers. If you don't hit those numbers, they're going to be like, I want my money back.
Yeah,
And you got to pay their money back because it's just a loan. They're just loaning you money. They're not giving you ain't 50 cents. You ain't getting a signing bonus, motherfucker. You're just like, here's some money for you to make us more money. Use the money wisely. But when they knock on your door and you don't pay it, you're fucked. You're done. They
yeah.
own you.
That's definitely an investment.
I learned that the hard way in my first deal.
Oh no,
Jesus.
sounds like a story time.
See, but it's
Oh,
crazy though.
it's not story time, but I got stories.
Okay, I'm gonna have to hit you up for those. I'm interested.
Oh, yes, he does have stories.
The fuck is that supposed to mean the way you said
I'm
it?
just saying, you lived a very entertaining life, bro.
Yeah, definitely. To say the
It's not
least.
negative. It was not a negative. It was a positive that I was trying to tell you.
But I honestly think if you stayed doing what you're doing, and I mean this in the nicest way possible, I think in this day and age, with where hip hop and music is now, rappers, male rappers are a dime a dozen, but good female rappers are few and far between and harder to find. So as long as you just stay down this lane, whether you want a record deal or not, they're gonna holler at you.
Oh yeah.
That's yeah, interesting. I do think we are seeing a lot more female talent, especially from my community, which is really exciting to see. But I definitely see where you're coming from there.
If you look at the history of hip hop, there's usually only 2 female artists allowed per time. So before it was like Yo Yo and MC Light, then it moved more towards Little Kim and Missy, and then it drifted. Like if you look at the history of hip hop, there's usually always been only 2. But over the course of the last, I would say, 5 or 6 years since like the real boom of social media. Now it's just open to like a lot more, which makes it easier for ladies trying to break the industry like yourself.
Right.
JT's got a question for you, Amy. Do you sing as well as rap? I think we hit a little bit on this earlier.
Yeah. As I can get by on singing. I'm not a super strong singer. I do like it. I was telling these guys earlier. I'm going to be releasing an all singing track. It's more poppy singing, not so much. I'm not very vocally talented that way or gifted that way. So just a little bit, and I think you'll hear it in some of my tracks too. I do sing some hooks, if not a lot of them.
The track we just played, you sang on hook.
Yeah.
Yo,
Show-
Ray,
Perfect.
you need to play a track for Clip Monster. Clip Monster's in the chat.
Clip in the chat. Clip! Check your messages, brother.
I could.
Which one should we do for Clip real quick?
Chaoso.
Who?
Chaos.
Chaoso.
It's my favorite.
I don't even know if I spelled that right.
Queoso. Space
He
between.
didn't. He didn't spell it right.
Really don't like you, Shakes.
This is what we do. This is why I'm just fucking with you.
Clip, stay down for a second, man. Just don't. If the kids are around, go in the car and lock the door. You need to focus on this track, please, sir.
Yeah, this track's fire.
Thank
This is
you.
the second track of yours I heard.
Oh,
Plenty of fish, I'm not gonna give him flashbacks. I just leave it, he really should've begged that. Backtrack, gotta add on a scat pack. Dodge real quick like a motherfucking Hellcat. Tell him picture with a Snapchat. Too fly with a snapback. Age 12, his mental cap. Listen, I'll take a break, you need a Kit Kat. His problem's itty bitty, but he think you're really illy. When you round it all up, that I'm looking pretty silly. From Millie to a Billy, now we acting like a Billy Goat. Follow one by one like dominoes. Acting like shit, but it really show. So call me Bo Peep.
Woo!
Up on the hill and it really sound like a butter, but I'm ready, so I'm an audience.
Did you breathe in that verse? Or you did it? You don't believe in breathing, Amy?
osmosis?
Huh?
Through osmosis.
Okay. All right, got you.
Billy, now we acting like a Billy Goat. Follow one by one like dominoes. Acting like shit, but it really show. So call me Bo Peep if you really know. Up on the hill and it really snow. Never been about it, but I'm ready, so I'm an audience. Que eso? These bozo chicks are rosso. Not from love, no embarazo. Telling lies so big, they grosso, grosso, eh. Que eso? These bozo chicks are rosso. Not from love, no embarazo. Telling lies so big, they grosso, grosso. Summer days, one circle, she kiss girls. Skinny mini whip pigtails. Kiwi brains with a team tiny bit. Leaning on upscale, you get by on support. Hey, not a fan of that. No hard work, I'll just play. Still not a fan of that. Look, gotta get your mind right. You know what else you get in the limelight. Deer in a head like good and bad, like hook to the egg white. No joke. Can't see your side with a flashlight. You go bit with a bad bite, running on low like a flicker at a gaslight. Tell him no because I know these dudes ain't ready. This fire got me coming for their spots the same as Steady. Was that Freddy? Better keep an eye on it like Freddy. I'm deadly. Watch me.
You got to keep an eye on it like Fetty? Fetty has no eye, Amy.
Freddy was the Freddy. Better keep an eye on it like Freddy. I'm deadly. Watch me shoot my shot, it's Amy Pesci. Clayoso. These bozo chicks are rosso. Not from love, no embarazo. Telling lies so big, they grosso, grosso, eh. Clayoso. These bozo chicks are rosso. Not from love, no embarazo. Telling lies so big, they grosso, grosso.
Woo!
Yeah, that's just dope.
That cadence is
I gotta throw this out there. If I were you, I don't even know if you like these two artists, but if I were you, I would totally remix one of Blind Brixton's and Gifted Gab's tracks.
Okay.
And just get their attention and just get some of their fans jumping on get them jumping on your side. I would totally remix one of their beats.
Okay.
That's just me personally. That's just me, because they're dope female. To me, they're two of the dopest underground female spitters. If you
Amazing.
take one of their instrumentals and remix that and shit all over that, I guarantee you're gonna see your numbers as far as subscriber count fucking skyrocket.
I appreciate that advice. Thank you. I'm taking notes today, you guys. You're teaching me lots here.
Well, since this is your show, Amy, there's a question there, and it's up to you if you want it or not. But this is about you, so it's up to you if you want that.
Absolutely. Yes, I was curious already, so now you got to show me. We'll do it as a team here.
So,
Clip
which
track?
which clip track should we play for her?
Like, does it really matter?
No, not really. I know exactly which one.
Curry flow.
Exactly. That's exactly the one that I was going to get. I literally have Curry Flow on my playlist when I'm driving to work. It's just lyrically insane. All right. This is our guy, the monster himself. Clip Monster.
Hey, I'm
My
ready.
brother, it is on you.
Very-
Just don't shut down the live stream, Clip. Be nice.
Conversation is how they gonna stop you. Find ways to keep that question unanswered.
30-round clip when I spit, you know how the story goes. Collab with who you want, you can't double team. This that Curry flow. I had to change the game. Before I came, it was boring. Yo, trying to see who's your father while welcoming y'all to the Murray show. I'm beating y'all. Every one of y'all will get lit the rest. Fuck the media, you could say that I break the press. See, I'm the chef. I cook his flesh in the broiler. My signature. I just run as fast. I'm the ultimate warrior. I'm punching the class out. Another loony rapper taking shots. Now he's boxed out. Next time better watch out. See, homie, I'm self-made. I keep it clean. But lately I've been on my bullshit. Levine. Main cold in the off season is grind time. Split his wig, towel on his head. He on the sideline of photo. Tried to expose me when I was solo. Aiming at his polo. Literally shoot at logos. Bullseye basketballs when it hits the glass. It's a backboard. Real shooter. Don't overplay me. I'll make a backdoor. Fuck the analyst. You ain't seen me. Don't say shit. Unanimous. I'm killing them back to back on my Drake shit. How quickly they forget about me makes me wonder. Like Eminem, they call me Zeus when I drop the thunder. I love the pressure when I bust the pipe. Hope you got a plumber with an extra plunger. I've been shitting, wish you would like lumber. See, they be scheming, can't figure out what to do still. Wild west, like keep it Smith like a Drew Hill. They say I'm too real, but haters can only imagine.
I'm not gonna lie to you. That Wild Wild West Drew Hill bar that he did there, I caught that when I was driving to work, and I almost hit a person crossing the street. I almost lost my complete mind when I caught that bar. That was crazy.
Like keep the Smith like a Drew Hill. They say I'm too real, but haters can only imagine. I came out the womb killing a baby face assassin. Steady lying on my name to get your cat peeled. I pack steel, keep that extension, it got a max deal. The strap's ill, mind your business, never hops in. Racks like Serena, it's nothing to make your top spin. I'm not listed with the best, it don't seem right. We can shoot it up with the text, it got a green light. Just know I'm with it, I carry tools like a farmer. Metal stay dipped underneath, well that's the Under Armour. You'll be history, put them out their misery. Brother hold the torch in his hand, Statue of Liberty. Don't make me bring the devil at him. My whole family shine, threaten mine. I pull out that cannon right in the nick of time. You dumb like Anaheim, I'm sitting like my daddy. Always stay the course, bring the iron like I'm the caddy. Don't mention me, get at me, he feeling good, popping chrome shit. Long range bang, knock him out of his zone quick. See where I'm at, I'm just having fun and they mad as shit. Left that trailer park, I ain't going back, ain't no trapping shit. Split them like a pair, boy. Now you a pair, boy. Hollow strike a hole in you like a donut, no spare, boy. I'ma put on a show, it be some classic shit. Bring the 40, then disappear if we talking magic shit. See, I heard all the chatter, I feel like Hellraiser. Put 62 in this shit because I'm the trailblazer. This that Curry flow.
Oh my god.
I'm telling you, this man is my brother from another mother. This guy is insane.
Wow, I'm a fan. That was impressive. I love the delivery too and his voice. So nice.
He has so much more.
I feel like I need to listen to that 4 more times just to catch all those bars. I was like 3 steps behind in that.
Listen, I listened to it 115 times. And I still catch something new every time I listen to it.
That's how you know it's That's how you know it's dope. That you can go back and listen and catch something different every time. That's amazing. Love it.
That guy's dope. Well, I hope you guys something happens because that'll be something dope. Who is this guy? They got some of your people here, Shakes. The guy,
My people.
yeah, the guy that spammed us last time. He's your
So
people.
the creepy people are my people, but like the cool people are your people.
That's a fact.
I see how I see how it goes. I see how it goes. Just be careful because my people are the ones that are gonna put viruses on your computer. Because if you talk bad about them, they're gonna come back clapping. All right, so just be careful.
Okay, stop talking.
Careful how you talk about my people like that, fam. My people. What is this, like the white guys? Are you talking about?
Get it.
Are you talking about white people in general when you say my people?
Okay. So, Clip Monster said, "Hit me."
Okay.
My people. What do you mean by my people?
Okay, stop. I'm trying to give Amy some.
I'm dead. That's so
I
funny.
gotta keep. I can keep going. Are you talking about Jewish people? Like, what are you talking about here?
All right. So, Clip Monster said, "Hit me. Let's get it." So it's official. You guys need to collab. Do something, please.
Now I'm okay. I'm finding him right now. Followed, sir.
Ray,
You do know my
Ray.
wife is white, right, Shakes? You do know that.
Ray, let my people go. Okay, I'm done. I promise. I'm done. That was the last one. You already gave me a time. Okay, we're done. No more my people. Okay, I don't want to hear my people for the rest of this podcast.
Okay.
No more my people.
Dude, I literally had 3 questions for her back to back, and then you talking crap made me forget it.
Write them down.
I should start doing that. That's a fact. Do you have any merch out? Are you working on any merch or logos?
Yes, working on a logo, but I do have some merch, and so I have my first edition merch, which I'm still selling, and then I'm working on a AMICCELLA bandana actually, because I'm the bandana brands me a little bit, so we're working on it. It's in process.
Well, I need the link so I can buy an Emichella headband. I'm probably not going to wear it because I wear hats. But
It's okay.
for you, when I react to your videos, I'll wear it when I react to your music.
Appreciate it. I'll keep you posted. It's amazing.
Versus what? Big Cahoon is always trying to make collabs in.
No, because I got that track called 40 Below, so he's saying let's do 40 Below Part 2. So like
what
a
do you-
Part 2. Hmm?
What are you
Pardon?
waiting for?
I'm sitting here on a podcast. I can't do anything about it right now.
I thought you were a multitasker. You need to get Emichella on that part 2, like now. I'm your
I didn't
manager.
even.
Just fuck it. I'm your manager.
So send me the beat. Send me the beat and we'll do it.
Oh, I don't do that.
You're my manager. You're supposed to
I'm
be.
her manager.
Oh.
Love it.
So this is what we do, Amy. We just talk crap throughout the whole podcast.
Okay.
No, like we're like this is what like we throw banter at each other back and forth every podcast. Like this is normal shit. This is why we call it the chill session, because it's literally like 3 people chilling back, shooting the shit,
Yeah.
having dope, funny conversation, but sometimes trying to keep it serious, but not always.
That's how it should be.
Especially when you got 2 idiots like me and Ray running the podcast.
That's a fact.
Not at all. You guys are dope.
All right, Clip. Thank you. Clip said hit him up, Amy, so you guys can get together and see if you guys can work something out. Oh my God, I'm so excited. I can't even wait.
Yeah, I'm excited. I'm nervous. You asked me before if I'm, how I feel about big collabs like that. I'm excited, but I'm nervous. But I'm excited. Thank you, Clip.
So,
I'm looking forward to
all
it.
you gotta do is just do what you do. You spit. You just do what you do, and everything will work out. Don't overthink it.
There you go.
In the words of Clip Monster, because Clip Monster's out of here, I appreciate you, my brother, for coming through and showing love, man. But in the words of Clip Monster, you better bring that pen, Amy. That pen needs to be on point with this, man. Which I don't have a doubt in my mind is going to be a fire track.
That's dope. I'm excited. Thank you. I appreciate you guys for that.
I got it.
Thanks.
Legend's going to hit you up, and Larry's going to hit you up. And then we're going to hit you up for the Cypher.
Yes, let's do it.
Whenever we're ready with that, we'll send you the link to the beat and do all that.
Perfect.
We're going to be making money together, Amy, soon. So when you blow up, don't forget the little people.
Never.
Ray, me and you ain't little.
I'm not talking about size-wise, idiot.
Oh, sorry.
You really are out of your element, bro, because you're acting like me, and that's weird.
Because you're acting like me, man. You got like, why are you so like? Come on, because you got like female on the show. You're acting all prim and proper. You put on your.
I'm showing respect because I have a female on the show. You don't want to hear me talk about the shit that I talk about with these dudes.
Ray, did you put on your nice clothes for the dinner we're going out to tonight? Like, put on your nice clothes, Ray. Like, come on, bro. Like, eat with your fingers during this podcast. What are you doing?
Dad.
I am so done with you, bro. I hope your phone dies. I'm gonna be honest with you.
I'm at 30%. I'm at 30. Like, you got another good 15 minutes before I got to get my charger. So it's either a good thing or a bad thing. I don't know. Hey, this is what happens when I have a blackout, no AC, and I'm sweating my kishkas off during this podcast.
Oh my god.
Now, when are you coming to the States to perform?
Oh, I'm ready. Let me know.
We need to get her down here, Shakes.
You're her manager, dude. It's your job. You shouldn't be asking her. You're her manager, right? Get on that shit. Do your fucking job.
Yo, the thing is, she hasn't paid me yet. So I'm not making any big moves until she pays me.
I'll pay you a percent of nothing, but
There you go. That's good enough for me. That's cool.
We'll get there.
Barnacles. There you go. Barnacles. Atlanta. There you go.
Oh yeah, because okay, so Clip Monster is a promotional manager for a club called Barnacles in Atlanta, Georgia.
Oh, okay.
So he was always putting up posts. I mean, if you're following him now, you'll see all the posts that he'll put up when he's promoting like an open mic night and stuff like that.
That's dope.
That'll be dope.
Okay. So he's in
Huh?
He's in Atlanta?
Yeah, he's in Atlanta.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, there's so many good artists coming out of Atlanta lately.
Atlanta's a hotbed.
Yeah.
And it's not even that southern like that normal southern rap. It's more they're getting lyrical.
Yeah.
These guys are insane.
Yeah. Exactly.
Intentions.
Oh,
Big Kahuna wants me to play Intention as a club banger.
that's a fun one for sure. I love that one too.
We're gonna go to Intention. Shaq, go Charger.
I want to hear the song.
You sounded like a child.
Yeah, Dad, I don't want to.
Don't ever call me dad in your life.
I'll never call you Dad. Can you play the song, Ray? Like, what are you doing, Ray?
Oh, I think that one might be on Stretch. I might have to send you that link.
Okay.
If he ever even put it up on YouTube. Yeah, here it is. Oh my god.
Talk amongst yourselves because Instagram, I don't have it on my computer, so I have to transfer everything from my phone.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Got it. Shakes, you could have gotten your charger 3 times by now. Oh,
Quiet from the cheap seats, all right? Quiet from the cheap seats.
This is another Canadian artist from Ottawa, from our capital.
Who?
His name is Stretch.
Oh, dope.
Yeah.
There's so many dope Canadian artists out right now.
There are.
Dax, Mercules, Drake.
Yeah. I can't say I agree with Drake. But
There
again,
you
I'm opinion. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Early Drake.
opinion. Now, for me,
Early Drake was the lick.
all early Drake was okay.
Yeah.
The Drake now, did you hear his new album?
Nope.
Trash.
I wouldn't want to hear it.
Absolutely.
Early Drake.
All right, I got it. I got it. I got it. Let's go.
Okay.
Flair did it different.
I know your intention. I know your intention. I see the way you're looking at me. I already know your intentions. I know you wanna put it on me. But you got so much questions. Girl, let go and flow the vibes. Girl, I know what you got on your mind. I see the way you're moving up your waistline. Let me give you what you need. Coming now, waste time. Shake it, mama, drop it on the floor.
Yo, this hook's lit.
Oh my God, dude. It just brought me back to house
Yo,
party.
you know what? It's so funny. It's Caravana weekend, and we're listening to this song. It's the long weekend. Toronto has the largest Caribbean festival in North America called Caravana, and it's Caravana weekend right now. And this hook is like perfect timing for Caravana.
There you go.
This reminds me so much of back in the day in the house parties that we get, and it's nothing but this type of music. Oh, I love it.
Coming now, waste time. Shake it, mama, drop it on the floor. The way all you look, girl, it's hard to ignore. All your body move, you get me in the groove. Can't settle for less, girl, you have to give me more. When your body round it up, bounce like a ball. Love it when you back it up and break when you want. Ready for the big thing and a nothing small. Now I'm my name, you call, yeah. Girl, come over, let me stop it on your backside. We know you're ready to go to me with the best right now. Not the place, girl, scream out, make noise. Scream out, make noise. Oh baby, oh.
Better intentions.
Hold me and don't let me go.
Wanna let it go.
Oh baby, oh.
I know your intentions.
Hold me and don't let me go.
Can't let it go. No bad intentions. You know that's a stretch. Tall boy, so he came with the flex. You really think you are next one? Looking over here with the white eyes. A shot, little mama got them big thighs. Over 3 jewel, cause she mesmerized. Trust your intuition, don't analyze. Look, draw you in, but only for a moment. Teeth sink in, venom flow, you've been chosen.
I'm sorry. You sound too goddamn good on this beat. Whoa! Oh my God! Hold on, we're gonna bring it back a bit.
Yeah, you can get lost in the cadence and the delivery for sure.
I'm telling you, man. You see what happens when I take control shakes? I go all the way back.
Scream out, make noise. Scream out, make noise. Oh baby, oh.
Better intentions.
Hold me and don't let me go.
Wanna let it go.
Oh baby, oh.
I know your intentions.
Hold me and don't let me go.
Can't let it go. No bad intentions. Ha. You know that's a stretch. Tall boy, so he came with the flex. You really think you are next one? Looking over here with them white eyes. A shot, little mama got them big thighs. Over 3 jewel, cause she mesmerized. Trust your intuition, don't analyze. Look, draw you in, but only for a moment. Teeth sink in, venom flow, you've been chosen. Vision in your veins like you overdosing. Fact or fiction are touch interwoven. I know you can feel it in your pulsing. As it rises, put the room in vibration. Say it now, no hesitation. No hesitation. Oh baby, hey, hey. I know the game. Hey. Oh baby, hey, hey. I know the game. Hey.
That was absolutely fire.
Yeah, that was dope.
That was really fucking dope collab.
That was a club tune. A club tune.
Like, the
So
only
I got
why I didn't start dancing is because I am so comfortable in this chair.
How did the collab come out with you being in BC and him being in Ottawa? How
Yeah,
did that come about?
he reached out to me on, I can't remember how we became acquainted with one another, but he reached out to me. We're now good friends actually, but he was like, "Hey, do you want to like try this track out?" And I was like, "Okay, I've never done anything like this before," and I ended up really loving it. That's one of my favorite collabs actually. So yeah, and I think we might get another one in together at some point too. But yeah, he actually came to Vancouver for my first performance. We performed this track together, and it was so much fun. Like in a
That was
little,
that's awesome.
yeah, he's really supportive too, so that was pretty dope.
Well, this is one of those things that you need to keep his number because you
Yeah,
guys make very good music together.
thank you. Yeah, he's dope. He's really talented.
I'm telling you, it brought me back, Shakes. It brought me.
To the basement jams?
It brought me back to a block party with the
Yeah.
water flowing, the streets open, and barbecues all over the place, and they just playing it out of a speaker out of an apartment.
Amazing, amazing.
I miss that shit.
I'm glad that it's giving nostalgia for sure.
Oh yeah. When I first played it right now, and I was just like, oh god, here we go,
Yeah,
here we go, because I love that type of music.
yeah, it was fun for sure. See, and that's the beautiful thing about collabs is you get an opportunity to try something different, and it can really elevate your music. So I'm grateful for these types of things that have happened so far.
No, definitely.
And
Every
the
month,
product's dope. It's different. Like if you step out of your element and it's like, I don't know. Like if you don't push yourself, you never know. But when you push yourself and the product is dope and the end result is dope, it's like it's one of those victories. It's one of those W's. You take the win.
Yes, 100%.
and it's also one of those things, especially the way this track came out, and having other collabs, and most likely, possibly 99% chance that it's going to come out that dope too. That it's just you're building your pen as well.
Yeah,
You're building everything about you, and it's just going to make you a stronger artist. Because there's a lot of people that I listen to that are independent artists that they have their own sound to the point where they don't really sound good with nobody else. And I've heard them with other people, and they don't really do good collabs. Whether they just don't want to write as much, or they're trying to just do an easy 1632 whatever, just to get it done, and
right.
it sounds rushed and it doesn't sound like prepared right. And it's one of those things that if you could sound like that with everybody else that you collab with,
You're good to go.
buddy, you get to go. You out of here. I'm telling you, she's not going to remember us, Shakes.
No, no, don't say that.
Well, that's why we got to be as big of idiots as possible during this podcast, so she can't forget us, right?
I
The
don't. I
bigger
don't.
of an idiot we are, the bigger the lasting impression. I'm just kidding. We
The
want a
thing
good
about
impression,
that is,
not a bad impression.
I don't want to give AMICCELLA the full vibe reaction because it's a little bit too much sometimes.
Uh-oh.
Well, as soon as she watches some of your reactions, she's gonna realize that it was night and day from this podcast to, because this is me in real life.
I don't want to have to.
This is me.
And everybody in Canada will be like, "Yo, this vibe reaction, guys, is insane. There's
Yeah,
something wrong with it."
That's why you got 30,000 subscribers, because you're insane,
it's
That's
hilarious.
true. That's true.
but in a good way. You're not like stalker kill you insane. You're like
Like
funny.
saying.
You're like funny insane. I need to clarify that.
Big Kahuna sent me another track that he wants to play. Big Kahuna's a very big fan of yours, if you haven't noticed.
I'm a big fan of Big Kahuna actually.
Big Kahuna pisses me off sometimes, but I love him. All right. Oh, so this one is We Got It.
Oh, with Tiny Wings.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Let me go find this one.
gonna be on our tiny wings thing.
Very good.
It's really funny. My kids know that I'm sitting 30 feet away from them doing this podcast, but I can hear them like being like the biggest shits in the world. And it's literally like they know that I can't be like, hey, what are you doing? And it's just progressively getting louder and more things are breaking. So, yeah.
That's hilarious.
Welcome to parenthood.
I was gonna say.
Oh, they're not newborns. I'm not new to parenthood. Like, why can't I can't get comfortable, man. There we go. Okay, don't move. Press play. Let's go. Run the track, DJ.
Jesus Christ, Shakes.
That
All
was
right,
so
let's go.
white. Run the track, DJ.
I'm going AMICCELLA been aims for the target. Never been that bitch, but I'm feeling cold-hearted. Big deep energy, got 'em bombarded. Woo, look what the fuck we started. Fucking disrespectful, how you talking this and that? Meet me in the ring, cause you know I'm down to scrap. Run a cop a free ride, I don't do piggybacks. Love to share 'em, stutter, interceptor, kitty cat.
Shit about your ex, that bitch is old news. I'm about the whole mood, always trying to roll through. Make your heart stop, drop dead, cold blue. Need a bitch who on my level, somebody making bold moves.
I'm that new bitch, but the flow sick. Tell 'em grab on, I'm popping up my old shit. I dive in with tiny teddies, man, it's time to forfeit. Got me in the party and I'm snapping like a glow stick.
Baddest bitch, I don't lie. Yeah, I own mine, never compromise, nah, nigga. I don't co-sign, no
Hold on, man. You can't. Hold on. What is going on right now, man?
Welcome to Tiny Wings.
Why y'all spazzing the way y'all spazzing right now, man? Who you mad at? Hold on.
I've been with tiny teddies, man, it's time to forfeit. Got me in the party and I'm snapping like a glow stick.
Baddest bitch, I don't lie. Yeah, I own mine, never compromise, nah, nigga. I don't co-sign, no time to go live. If she wanna roll by, don't mind to go die. That pussy is a gold mine.
Oh,
I know
Jesus.
what you want.
Tell me what you want,
We got what you want.
bitch. We got what you need. On your knees saying please, I got these double D's. I make it hot, make it burn at the 3rd degree. Baddie in the lace dress, give her man a room check. Do more, say less, she wanna fuck the same sex.
All these kids are lining up, I make them wait. Take a number, take a seat, or you can leave a name. You wanna slip on me, I never let them hit the hate. You wanna top shit, I hear it cause it ricochets.
Let it ricochet, yeah, I heard it echo. Make it run it back, why bitch, cause I said so. I'm a little ghetto, even when I drink Prosecco. When I'm dancing with the devil, picture her with my stiletto.
Let me think for a sec. I trying to get the things we about to get dressed. Think you do it better, come on, bitch, be our guest. You ain't never been about it, so I wouldn't hold your breath. Keeping on my page, even bringing up my name, but never hit a like. How you feel, little bitch?
God damn. Who you calling a bitch like that, Amy?
No, it's particular. It's you know.
Oh, my goodness. I felt that bitch. That was a bitch that felt around the world. Already.
I felt that bitch.
I felt that. Like, I wanted to go to sleep right after she said that. She's talking to me. This is like a Spice Girls with a gang membership. Oh, man.
My page, even bringing up my name, but never hit a like. How you feel, little bitch?
Busting out my cage, I'm the one you can't tame. Got the bark and the bite, how you feel, little bitch?
I know what you want.
Tell me what you want,
We got what you want.
bitch. We got what you need. You up?
You were like this document.
I ain't gonna lie to you. This track is fucking crazy. You guys lost your mind here.
Tiny brings out like all of the different energies in me for sure. I'm really lucky actually. If you haven't heard of Tiny Wings yet, you gotta go listen to her music. She's super dope. She's been a mentor to me for sure.
That's another collab that it's just like everyone was on point on that track. Everyone was on point in that track. Shakespeare wants to do a part 2.
Huh?
Shakespeare said that he wants to do a remix. He wants to do a part 2. He has his pajama, his onesie that he wants to play.
Love it.
Yeah,
Oh,
hilarious.
so so Ray, let me get this straight. You're waiting for the 1 hour and 45 minute mark to start hitting your jokes. That's it. It's a pretty big. It's a pretty big warm up there, champ.
Whatever. Shut up, stupid.
You're warmed up now, eh? Like that was a good one. Shake's got a onesie. He wants.
Okay, what I'm gonna do is from this point on until you go to sleep, I'm just gonna start sending you a whole bunch of disses. I'm just gonna start just talking shit on IG.
There you go.
You're not gonna be able to do nothing today.
I can't do anything today. I have no I got like, dude. I'm in a brownout right now. So hey, good. Hit me with some disses. I want to read them. You can't write music. It takes you 7 months to write a verse. At least you can do some disses.
Oh, so
Throw some disses.
Now you're throwing shots. Okay, cool. That's stupid. Pug Mama wants to hear another. They just want to hear your music. They heard the first track and everybody's going crazy now.
That makes me so happy. I appreciate it.
You need to follow her. That's what you need to do.
Yo, Ray, drop her link in the chat. Drop her YouTube channel in the chat so the people in the chat can at least click the link, subscribe over, and save the link so after the podcast they can funnel through her channel, and just be able to get familiar with her catalog, because everything that we've heard just in this podcast, it's not like one track's significantly better than the next. Everything is like, it's dope.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
So the link, I just put it down there. Go follow her. If you don't, we're going to find you.
I got a question. What was the first track you dropped? What was your first song?
BAB.
BAB?
Yes. Yeah. It was the first one. Did a music video for it. Everything.
Yeah, that's your baby.
That's my baby. Yeah. It showed, I don't know if a lot of you know this, but other than rap, my other passion is boxing. So I got to little boxing in that video too. So it's pretty fun. Yeah.
Well, I don't want to play all your music because I wanted to actually react to some of it.
Yeah, please do.
So if I start watching all of them tonight, then I have nothing to do.
Save them.
I'm going to say there's going to be no more songs. Follow her on YouTube, Spotify, do all that. Because I want to do some reactions to her music, so relax.
Italiana is a banger too, mob wife type track.
Yeah.
Are you fully Italian? Full?
Yeah.
And do you speak it fluently?
I speak the dialect pretty fluently. Yeah, from the south of Italy. Yeah.
Italiano.
Italiano. Definitely understand it better than I can speak it now, for sure.
See, it's easier when you have parents scream at you, because I learned Spanish because I was always getting screamed at in Spanish. I needed to understand what was it that I did wrong. So I needed to learn how to understand Spanish.
To learn, yeah.
My favorite Italian rapper growing up back in the day, Ray, you might know this cat from being from New York, was Jojo Pellegrino.
Jojo Allegrino. That was back in the day, bro. You showing?
Yeah, he had that song where it's like, but he had that track where it's like a pure Italian track where he remixed like one of the most popular old school like Italian songs. Hey mama, dun, 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 dun. He remixed that into like one of the dopest hip hop tracks of all time.
I think I'm gonna have to look that up.
I've heard like a couple of tracks for him. I didn't really dig into him like that.
I used to flip DJ Clue, Cool Kid, Doo-Wop mixtapes. So I knew all of like Jojo Pellegrino's shit from back in the day.
Oh. Why I feel like does he have a very strong, like deep kind of raspy voice?
Yeah.
Okay, I think I actually do know who you're talking about.
And then there's also Cold Shoulder. Cold Shoulder's dope too.
Cold Shoulder is dope. That guy, he is just that mob, that mob rap. To
He's
the
that Sicilian, like he's the Sicilian street thug kind of
I
rapper
he's killed 20 people.
Oh,
His
in his
delivery
music.
is amazing. I don't know what that says.
I don't know what that means.
it's my newest song with Howrick.
Ah,
And yeah, it's a
Stop
vengeance.
requesting music. I want to react.
Makes me really happy. You guys are
no,
making
for sure though.
I appreciate you guys.
You got a lot of fans here. Like some of the people that are requesting these songs are our day ones. So some of our like a lot of our day ones, a lot of our peoples have been fucking with you for a minute, which is like pretty dope.
That's amazing. Wow. That means a lot for sure. Thank
Big
you.
Cajona's got a question for you. Where do you see yourself in 5 years?
In 5 years, I definitely see myself fully doing music, making a sustainable living, but, more importantly, just having a bigger audience that I can share my music with. So in the next 5 years, I'm going to be busy trying to promote myself, get out there, and continue to make music. So that's a good question, though. I think, yeah, basically just trying to be more fully immersed in the career side of it.
Great.
Change it from hobby to career.
Oh, definitely. Definitely. I mean, you got the
And
utensils.
quit the finance. Quitting the finance. Quitting
Yeah.
finance.
Yes.
Tell your boss, I love you. I love all you guys, but I'm out of here. Leave the key and walk.
Yeah.
You know what I always wanted to do? I always wanted to do the Dave Chappelle half baked, where it's like, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you, you're cool, fuck you.
I was this.
I al-
I almost did that when The Rock reposted me on Instagram. I was this close to quit my job and do the same damn thing.
Oh my God.
fuck you, you're cool. I always wanted to do the half baked. Like one day. I'm my own boss. I own my own business. So I can't like look at my employees and be like, fuck you, fuck you, you're cool, I'm gone. It's like, I can't.
Just look at the mirror and just do it to yourself.
Yeah.
It'll work.
I did. I practiced it. I'm ready. I just need the opportunity. Put me in, coach.
Carol's got a question for you. Planning on touring across Canada?
I would love to, but I think I need to do a little bit more work on, getting my name out there and really building a fan base and an audience. But I definitely would love to do that sometime. I'm not sure, right now is the right time to do that. But it's definitely something I would love to do in the future.
What will help a lot, and this is what somebody told me, especially with music, is doing a lot of like TikTok reels.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
just looking up that TikTok because people are going to be seeing that
Exactly.
everywhere you go. My wife's got a question for you.
Okay.
That she is gorgeous. Look at my wife, Shakes. Don't look at her like that. She said, I'm sure if I missed it, but what's the name of your favorite song that you made?
Released or unreleased? Or
Let's do it.
released? I think it has to be Chaoso. I think it has to be Chaoso.
Okay, also,
Yeah.
that one was really dope, though. That was extremely dope. All right, so
That was
unreleased.
dope.
Unreleased. I have a few songs coming up that I think that the singing song is one of my favorites just because it's very personal and it shares a little bit more of my story, my personal story that a lot of people haven't heard before. So it's my favorite in that way that I've, tried something new and being a little bit more open with who I am. Yeah. So where I come from.
See, I love that about artists, that when you guys make, I always love an artist that can make a whole album that is about them. It's like us visiting your guys' brain and understanding where you guys are coming from and all that. That's a tiger.
She's my little cheetah.
That is the biggest cat I've ever seen in my life.
Show me your belly. Show me your belly.
Oh, that's adorable. I love cats. I want to get rid of mine though, because he likes to nip me in the fingers for no reason.
She's okay, move. That's my child.
Babe, hold on. My wife is telling me to do something. I'll send you the link to it, babe. I got you. Everything stops when the queen of Vibe Reactions asks the questions.
Of course.
Everything stops. Nico says we need an AMICCELLA and G Kid collab.
Okay. I
No,
got a list today.
Nico's our
A
manager.
lot of collabs.
Yo, you might as well make a mixtape.
We should. That
With
sounds
May as well.
Except me. I could do the intro though. I could do a skit in the mixtape. I'm not rapping though.
okay.
Oh,
Whatever.
speaking of skits, Ray, we gotta practice ours.
Oh yeah, we do.
What
G
do you-
Kid. I know the name, but I'm trying to remember what song or what track I've heard it. I know the name. It's been a minute though.
And he's down. That's amazing.
I'm
Carol
gonna,
is the best. I don't even gotta ask. She already knows what to do. I appreciate you, Carol.
That's so dope, Carol.
Every time.
Carol's on it. Carol's like, I'll take care of the East Coast, the East Side, and everything. Carol should be your manager.
Honestly.
That I'm telling you, the excitement that she showed me when she hit me up on Instagram when I put the poster up. I've never seen that excitement since my kids opened up their Christmas gifts.
That's the
That's
best.
awesome.
Oh man.
But it's always good to have that strong fan base there, because those are the ones. Those are our managers. Those are the people that are doing the footwork and making sure that everyone sees us.
Yeah.
So I mean, we have to show love to the subscribers and the family in the chat, man, because these guys are all awesome.
No, we love them. Without them, there is no this, there is no that. Without them, like, there's you, but your reach isn't as big and far as it is. Like,
Fact.
again, without them, Kahuna wouldn't have hit us up and been like, "Yo, you need to hear this, girl." Blah blah blah. So,
Thank you, Big Kahuna. Thank
I
you.
mean, sometimes you can't give Big Kahuna too much credit like that, because then it gets to his head, and then he wants to act all cocky and stuff like that. So whenever Shake says something nice about Big Kahuna, I have to say something bad about Big Kahuna, and his hair piece, it's not working. He needs to sell it.
okay, but what you need to understand, Amy, is literally during one of our podcasts, these guys went back and forth and battled each other probably for about 45 minutes
No.
during a podcast, and I'm not even kidding.
It was vulgar. It was
Wow. It's kind of impressive.
Big Kahuna said some things about me. I ain't gonna lie. I got offline. I cried a little.
Oh no.
It festered in my heart too much. I was like, does he really think that I'm ugly? Like, I don't understand.
You're giving him that much credit. Like you're making. Wow, you just told him he won.
You want to say that? Please. I'm trying to. Stacy.
Hi, Stacy.
One time and never wants to do it again.
You know, it was so nervous.
Just say hi. All you got to do is just pop your head in. What's up? And then leave like Federico.
Say hi.
She hasn't been on camera with you probably for at least 6 months, maybe more.
More than that, it was when.
I don't know.
It's when you hit 5K. It's when you hit 5K. Oh my God! It was your 5K live. Holy shit! Wow.
They want you back, man. I'm sorry. You have to do it now.
Want you back?
I would feel honored
Want
if
you
you.
back?
Huh?
I would feel honored if she said hi.
She did say hi. She's just not going to show her face on camera.
Well, hi, Stacy.
She said, no. We're not. She just ran out the garage. I think she ran over one of the dogs because she does not want to do this.
No hurt doggies, please.
Oh, my dogs! Trust me, these guys are beasts. You can do anything you want to these dogs; they ain't gonna get hurt.
No.
Guys, we've been on the 2-hour mark. Amy, it has been fun and a pleasure having you up here.
Thank you so much for having me.
It was so awesome. Get ready because I have reactions this week coming of your music.
Ooh.
So I'll tag you on it. I'll let you know. I'll send it to your IG,
Yes,
the link
please.
directly and everything so you can peep it out.
Amazing.
Guys, if you haven't yet, please go to this young lady's YouTube, follow her, show her love. I'm going to put the link one more time. Do all that. Most of you already did it, but share this shit. Share it to everybody.
Thank you guys so much, and to everybody in the
Yeah.
chat as well. It's so nice.
And we're gonna tell you this. We tell this to the ones that like. We don't tell this to everybody. We tell it to a lot of people. But anytime you got a big project or something dropping, or you just want to jump back onto the podcast, DM us. We'll give you the keys to the podcast. We got you. We got you.
Means a lot. I really appreciate that. Thank you.
This is
guys.
your home now. The only thing I ask is do not drink my Coronas and don't eat my pizza rolls. Everything else is I appreciate you, Amy, for real, for spending your time with us. I really do. Like Shake said, this is your home now. Whenever you want to come back up, you just let us know. We got you.
Amazing.
That is Shake's P. This is Vibe Reaction. That is Amy. And we are out of here. Peace.
Peace.
Bye.